Hello everyone. So as per the problem, there is a 4 meter by 6 meter carpet that covers half of the floor area of a room, and it leaves a uniform strip of bare floor around its edges. And we have to find the dimensions of a room. The first thing we should do here is to draw a diagram. So we have to show the floor area, and there is a carpet that covers half of that floor area. So we know that this has to be a rectangle because the carpet is a rectangle. So we'll start by drawing the floor area. So the floor is represented by this outer rectangle, and the carpet is a inner rectangle. So this inner rectangle is the carpet. So I'll label that. Now we are given that the carpet is 4 meters by 6 meters. So the length of the carpet is 6 meters, which is the longer side, and the width of the carpet is 4 meters, which is the shorter side of this rectangle. Now, as per the problem, the carpet leaves a uniform strip of bare floor around the edges. That means the strip all around the carpet has a uniform width. So we'll start with a let statement. Let x represent the width of the uniform edge around the carpet. We will label that in the diagram. So let's assume, so this is x and this width is x, and this width is x, and the fourth one is also equal to x, because as per the problem this width is uniform throughout. Now if we have to write the dimensions of the floor in terms of the variable x, then we know that the length of the floor will be equal to 6 plus x plus x, which is equal to 6 plus 2x, because we are adding x to this side of the length of the carpet and x to this side to the length of the carpet to get the length of the floor. Similarly, for the width, we'll do 4 plus x plus x, which is equal to 4 plus 2x, because we are adding the x at the top to the width of the carpet and x at the bottom to get the width of the floor. So the first step is to calculate the area of the carpet. Now we know that the carpet has the shape of a rectangle. So area of carpet will be the formula for the area of a rectangle. So length times width. And we are given that the length of the carpet is 6 and the width of the carpet is 4. So the area will be equal to 24. And the unit will be meter squared. So this is the area of the carpet. Now we are also given that the area of the carpet is half the area of the floor, because as per the problem the carpet covers half of the floor area. So our next step is to calculate the area of the floor. Area of floor equals 2 times the area of the carpet, which is equal to 48, and it will be the same unit, meter squared. So now we have the value of the area of the floor. We also have the dimensions of the floor in terms of x. Now we can write an equation for area of the floor with x, and we'll use that equation to find the value of x. Area for this rectangle will be the length times width and it should be equal to 48. So this is the equation for the area of floor. Now as per our calculations, the length of the floor is 6 plus 2x. So here we'll use parentheses to separate the terms for length and width because both are binomials. Times 4 plus 2x equals 48. So this is the equation we have to solve to find the value of x and the dimension. So here we'll have to use FOIL. So we'll have to distribute the terms that are in these two parentheses. So first we'll do 6 times 4, which is equal to 24. Then we do 6 times 2x, which is equal to 12x, 8x, and then we do 2x times 2x, which is equal to 4x squared. And on the other side, we still have the 48. We cannot do anything on the right side of this equation. Now we can identify the like terms in this equation. So 12x and 8x are like terms. And we can arrange these terms in the decreasing order of the power on the variable. So we can start with the highest degree term, which is 4x squared. And now we can add 12 and 8, which is equal to 20x. And the 24 stays as it is, equals 48. So this is a quadratic equation because the highest power on the x is 2. Now we will set this equation equal to 0 by subtracting 48 from both sides. So the 48s on the right side cancel each other out. So we are left with 4x squared plus 20x minus 24 equals 0. We have to simplify this equation. Now here we can divide each term by 4 to reduce the numbers in this equation. We get x squared because the 4's cancel each other out. Then 20 divided by 4 is equal to 5. We get 5x minus 24 divided by 4 is 6. And on the other side we get a 0 because 0 divided by 4 is equal to 0. Now this is a simple trinomial because the coefficient of the x squared term is 1. So we can use sum and product rule to factor this equation and then solve for x. So we have to find two numbers whose sum is 5, which is the coefficient of the x term, and the product is negative 6, which is the number term in the equation. Now we have to start with the product in order to find the two numbers. So two numbers that multiply to negative 6. So the first pair that comes to my mind is negative 1 and 6. Now negative 1 and 6 add to 5. So when I do negative 1 plus 6, I get 5. And negative 1 times 6 is equal to negative 6. So the two numbers I'm looking for are negative 1 and 6. So now I can use these numbers to write the equation in factored form. So my factored form is x minus 1 times x plus 6 is equal to 0. I get two cases. So the first case is x minus 1 equals 0, and the other case is x plus 6 equals 0. Now to solve for x, we should add 1 to both sides. So the 1's on the left side cancel each other out, and we are left with x equals 1. On the other side, so we have to subtract 6 from both sides. To isolate x, the 6's on the left side cancel each other out, So we are left with x equals 0 minus 6, which is equal to negative 6. Now x here represents the width of the border or the edge around the carpet. The width of that edge cannot be a negative number because width has to be a positive number. So x equals negative 6 is an invalid answer. So the only valid answer here is x equals 1. We can use this x value to calculate the dimensions of the room because that's what we have to find in this problem. So the length of the room, so we found the expression for that to be 6 plus 2x, which will be equal to 6 plus 2 times 1, which is equal to just 8, because 2 times 1 is 2, and then 6 plus 2 is 8. Now for the width, we will do 4 plus 2x. So we will replace x with 1. So 4 plus 2 times 1, so 2 times 1 is 2, and plus 4 is 6. So these are the dimensions of this room. And we can summarize our answer in the form of a closing statement with the appropriate units. So our final answer or the closing statement can be the dimensions of the room are 8 meters by 6 meters. So this is how we can summarize our answer. So I hope you will find this video useful. Please share it, like it, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much and have a nice day. Bye.